Hi everyone, welcome to Poppy DIY Crafts. Today we're going to be making some shakers, and these are going to be double shakers. So I have a really special mold. I got this from Amazon, and as you can see here, here's the back. There's actually two cavities for liquid and fillings. So the resin is going to go on the outer edges and also on the inside. And what it's going to do is leave a little gap here for you to put your little fillings. And there are multiple shapes too. So we got a circle, a bunny, butterfly, bear, star, moon, heart, and a square. And for our filling, I thought it would be fun to do some fruits. So I have 6 packets of fruit fillers. These are just little clay slices, and we can use these to fill in the little shakers. And for the resin, I'm going to be using the fast cure resin. This one only takes 4 hours to demold, and it's from Let's Resin. If you want to get the starter kit for yourself, just check out the link down below. The starter kit actually comes with some supplies too. So we got these flakes, we got cups and measuring cups. Of course, we got our resin, some pipettes, and even some tweezers. So these kits are really cool because it comes with a lot of the items that you need to get started. And to speed things up even more, I'm going to be using my heating pad. This is a heat pad, I believe also from Let's Resin, and it warms up the surface. So that way the heat will help cure the resin a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and mix our resin. This resin is a 1-to-1 ratio, so we're going to need 1 part of part A to 1 part of part B. To mix the resin, I'm going to be using my Let's Resin mixer. After mixing, I separated out the resin into 5 cups. So we're going to take these little colored flakes and put them into each of these cups. And we're going to give it a good stir. Alright, now let's go ahead and fill the cavities. Now I'm just checking to make sure that all the cavities are filled. So I'm just poking at it to try to get any air bubbles out. Alright, and now we're going to wait 4 hours for the resin to cure. Alright everyone, so it has been about 5 hours and the resin is solid, so we're now ready to demold. Let's go ahead and take these out and take a look. Look, here is the bear one. This is super cute. I love these large cavities. Here's the star. Here's the moon. Here's our butterfly. Here's the heart. Here's the bunny. Here's the square. And here's the circle. These pieces look so good. Now for the fun part, the fillings. So I'm going to add a star, one of these middle stars, to each one of them. Let's start with that. And now for these fillings. Here's the pink strawberry. Here's the watermelon. Here's some grapefruit. Apples. Here's some banana slices. Some avocados. Here's some lime slices. And finally the oranges. And for some extra sparkles, I'm going to add some glitter. I'm going to add purple to the outside cavity. To seal the top, we're going to be using some UV resin and also a film. This is a plastic film that comes with the mold. So what we're going to do is essentially coat the edges here with the resin and then put this cover slip over it, and then we're going to cure it. So the thing about these cover slips is that there is actually a protective covering on top. It's only on one side, so that's the side that's going to be face down. That way this part is completely nice and clean and you won't have any scratches. Okay, so I'm going to try to work fast because I'm in the very bright room right now. You can probably see the sunlight here, and this does cure with UV. So I'm going to work fast so that we can get this resin on here and not cure before we actually put on the cover slip. I'm going to go all the way around the edges, and we want to make sure that we do get everything because I don't want any liquids to leak through, especially on the outer side. The inside I'm not as worried about, but the outside for sure we do not want any gaps. Here is the film. I'm gonna peel this off, and we're gonna put this right on top. Just making sure that this is flush. And now we're going to cure it with the UV lamp. So I'm going to set this aside here to cure. And we can go ahead and work on the next one. So this mold comes with about 5 cover slips for each shape. But when you run out, you can actually cut your own. So you can buy larger pieces of film and then trace around your mold and cut it out. But it is much faster when you have these pre-cut. Alright, so we are done with all 8, and this is what it looks like right now. So we have our fillings in here with the glitter and also our little star, and we have a cover film on top. And it is sealed up. Hopefully it's waterproof so that the liquid that we're going to be putting inside now doesn't come out. So we're going to also have to test that. So next we're going to add the liquid. So I'm actually going to be filling this one up with baby oil. You can use water or mineral oil, but I like to use baby oil. I feel like the oil slows down the fillings a little bit when they move around, so it doesn't move as fast as when I use water. But it really is up to you. And so to do this, we're going to be drilling a hole. Some molds actually come with a little divot where you can stick in a syringe, but it seems like this one does not, so there's no divot. And it makes sense anyways because we do have 2 spaces or 2 cavities here. So I'm going to find a spot where it's kind of inconspicuous where we can put a hole. We're going to add more resin on top so it will mask it, but I still like to put it in more of a hidden corner. Here we're going to do it here in the bottom and also the bottom of the heart here. I'm going to be using an electric drill. There are also some hand drills that you can purchase for a little bit cheaper, but I do have this one and it saves my hand a bit. And it's not too hard because it is just a very thin layer of plastic. Also, a lot of times people do like to put the holes on the side here so that when they put in a little keychain ring, it also hides the hole. But since this shaker has 2 cavities, we're going to have to reach this middle one anyway. So I'm just going to put a hole right on top of the film. I have a little syringe bottle here filled with the baby oil, and it has a very small tip. So we're just going to fill it up with the oil. And how much you fill is really up to you. Some people don't like to see any air bubbles, and some people are okay with the tiny little air bubbles. So that's up to you on how much you want to fill it up. So you can see here I actually have a very large air bubble. I'm going to fill it up some more. And when you're satisfied with the amount of liquid, we're going to go ahead and seal the top here with some resin. And we're going to seal it right away. Alright, our first one is done. I left our large bubble here so that you can really see it. And just take a look. Isn't this pretty? We have those strawberries in here, some glitter. And I really like seeing the air bubble. Okay, so now we have one more step. So since I punched a hole here on the top, you can kind of see the resin here. What's nice is that you actually can't see the hole. But what we're going to do is add one more layer of resin. And I'm going to use UV resin. You can use regular resin if you like. But UV resin is just a little bit faster because you can cure it right away. And we're going to cover the entire top with the UV resin. Just a little bit hard to see because everything is so clear. And you do want to make sure it is all the way to the edges. Alright everyone, so here is our first one. You can see that the top here is now covered with resin, so it's a lot more sturdy. And we got our little shaker. Super, super cool. Alright, let's finish the rest of the batch. Alright, so all of our shakers have liquid and the holes have been sealed up. Let's go ahead and dome the top. Alright everyone, and we are done. Oh my goodness, these turned out so cute. So of course we have our heart one. Here is the back. We can see the little colored flakes. Here is the front. We can see our little fruit fillings. And of course the liquid. Here's the square one. Got the circle one with the watermelon. Here is the star one with the grapefruit. We have the butterfly one here with the oranges. Here's the bear with the avocado. Here's the crescent moon. This one has bananas. And we got the bear with the apples. Alright everyone, so these were a lot of fun to make. Today we filled both cavities with liquid, but you can actually mix and match. So you can actually fill the inside with liquid and leave the outside one dry, or you can leave both cavities dry. It's really up to you. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!